everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sofia's Football Talk for the very first El Clasico match reaction. Probably the first, potentially, La Liga match reaction I've done on the channel. Um, and we have it. I feel like this has been the first El Clasico that I've been excited about in a long time. It just hasn't hit the same way since Cristiano Ronaldo left. Even when, after Messi left as well, it just hasn't been the same for what we all know it to be. But this one, I was like, you know what? Let's tune in. And it didn't disappoint. It ended in a 2-1 win, okay, with Bellingham scoring both of the goals for Real Madrid. But don't get it twisted. Barcelona was definitely very much on it in the first half, and you were thinking, yo, could maybe Barcelona go all the way and win it at, home turf? But no. Bellingham, I would say, definitely in a lot of ways, maybe single-handedly, definitely won them their game. But also the substitutions that was made for Real Madrid with the likes of Camavinga, who I have been a fan of for a while. I love that kid. And of course, Luka Madrid coming in as well. 100%, did change the game. If we can compare that to the likes of Barcelona subs, Real Madrid definitely nailed it more with the subs. So before we fully dive into dissecting the game, make sure that you, of course, give this video here a big thumbs up, as well as subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen, shall we? We are also currently live on Facebook and on Twitch, so hello to those you're watching on there. Big up, big up. Feel free to also join the SFT membership, just another way to support the channel. You can also support by sending in the super chat. Those are welcome. But either way, appreciate all of the support. Big up to Henry, big up to Harry. Harry, I'm well. Hope that you're well. I mean, obviously, probably not after your team did lose. So, big up to DJ, Superfly guy. Yes, the game has finished. It ended in, like I said, 2-1. First goal obviously came within the first 6 minutes of the game. Decent goal from Ilkay Gundogan. I mean, I rated him heavily when he played for Man City. And, I say it's definitely well warranted that he got his move to Barcelona. But defensively, in that moment, I do think that Real Madrid probably could have done more, though, if we're going to keep it 100. Wasn't necessarily the best, defense there, defending by David Alaba. And putting in a tackle is like, that ain't going nowhere. Then Gundogan easily, bloop. So Barca definitely had a very fresh start to this El Clasico game. 100%. João Felix, I do want to say, at least for the majority of first half, even maybe a little bit of the second half as well, looked very much of a saucy player. Like, you've seen, the thing is, though, I really like João Felix, and I wanted him at Man United. Obviously, he now plays for Barcelona, which was his dream club to go to. You finally got it. But he's looked all right. He looked pretty good. And I think with him, sometimes it's more so working on the maybe the decision making in terms of the finishing that can maybe be a bit better. But overall, the techiness, like, he makes it look exciting. And today, he was playing with a lot of confidence. I mean, obviously, didn't really full on help that the team to win it, but either way. So first half, very poor half from Real Madrid, and with Barcelona having a lot of chances. Luckily, and which was still weird that it was 1-0 for, how long it was 1-0 from, because when Bellingham did end up scoring the equalizer for the first goal here, that was more so at closer to around the 60-ish minute in the second half. So yeah, this was his first El Clasico, of course, and the same with the youngster Lamine Yamal, who is from the academy for Barcelona. becomes the youngest player ever to play El Clasico, breaks previous record held by Barcelona player Vicente Martinez from 1941, so 82 years ago. Um, yeah, a lot of stuff to mention. I mean, also, we do need to maybe put into account that Barcelona did have a lot of injuries, with Frankie de Jong not being available, Pedri, of course, not being available, um, amongst some to mention. But they still, like I said, look very, very good in the first half, where I was very shocked with how, not really on it Real Madrid looked like. It just looked like they were just kind of, they would try stuff every now and then with Vinny on that left, of course, but they weren't seeming to get much out of it, at least in the first half. But something did click way more in the second half. And overall, I do, like I said, generally believe that Camavinga and Madrid, those two double subs for to come in as they came in. Who did they come in for? Let me double check here. Wait, Camavinga actually came in earlier for Mendy around the 51st minute ish. And then we had a double substitution by where Joselu came in for Rodrigo and Modric came in for Cruz. But I wanted to highlight, though, Camavinga and Modric definitely turning it up. I felt like Cruz was, like Harry says, Modric played well, definitely better than Cruz. Yeah, and we know the quality that Tony Cruz still has. We know it. But with Modric, I mean, what is he, 38, 39 at this point? The guy still got it. The guy still got it. And I feel like, maybe not necessarily having him play a full 90-minute, but having him come in as an impact or whether it's start, either way, he is a very much of a utility player. Like if you utilize his strengths, hey, he gonna show up, which he definitely did. And Bellingham, let's not get it twisted, by the way. Bellingham, for the majority of this match, was very silent. I felt like Gavi really had him on the wraps. My brother is a Barcelona supporter. He came, visited and was watching the game, and he was like, he definitely raves a lot about Gavi. I am not necessarily on that Gavi train, but I'm not going to sit there and disrespect the abilities that Gavi does have, because the kid is pretty good. He's very good for sure. I mean, I saw him when he played for, of course, in the World Cup qualifying games, against Norway, where he was just looking hella good alongside Rodri as well. Like, wow. But yeah, so even though Bellingham was very much anonymous, when it really was needed, he showed up. He really did. And that first goal, which was the equalizer, that was such a screamer, like right outside of the box, screamer of a goal. Wow, a rocket. Not necessarily right there, you know, up there, but regardless, very, very good goal. And those are the moments where you want your star players to show up in big games like that, like El Clasico, probably arguably the biggest type fixture in the world of football, right? A lot of eyes are on that match specifically for sure. So, and we wanted something again, it just hasn't, like I said, been the same since Messi and Ronaldo left, right? It just hasn't been. But they showed up today and I liked it. And then at the end there, okay, having Bellingham then score the winner, okay, scoring a brace. Because a lot of people I was seeing trolling him, oh, he ain't that, he's a fraud, yada, yada, yada. But then, okay, he comes up and ends the game with winning it for Real Madrid. We do need to remember that the kid is 20 years old, okay? 20 years old. Go straight into this team. It looks like he fully belongs, okay? And if you're doing this, playing like this at, your early 20s, imagine how much better you will be in your mid, late 20s. Like the the sky's the limit for Bellingham. I mean, he was wanted by so many clubs before he went to Dortmund. Man United wanted him. He had a freaking full on tour around Old Trafford with Sir Alex Ferguson, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna go to Dortmund, which was a smart move for him. 100% a smart move. Yeah, Koala, if he keeps going like this, I think he can become the Ballon d'Or winner next year. Like, right? Yeah, you never know. If he has next year, of course, we're going to have the Euros. And if he has a very good Euros, then why not? You know, why not? We'll see. Because to Henry says, when I switch out of my life, it was 1-1, but Bellingham will be at Real for his career. Be better than real greats. Oh, I don't know necessarily be better than real greats because there's been so many wonderful players at Real Madrid. Like, I mean, come on, Ronaldo, Zidane. Like, let's not do that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, there's been so many greats there, but I can think that he can definitely become. I think it might be a bit too early to say like he might become better than that. I wouldn't go that far, but he definitely can solidify his name potentially if he keeps going like this. Maybe ends up solidifying himself in the history of Real Madrid potentially. But I don't want to put that much pressure. But the kid wants to stay there for as long as possible. He probably will, and that is the pinnacle, literally. You know, it basically is. Pick up Juric's Jude Bellingham, what a player! I know, what a player indeed. That Liverpool should have gotten Bellingham, but at least we got Dominic Szoboszlai. I mean, we're not gonna, and I like Dominic Szoboszlai, but they cannot be comparable. Come on now, let's not do that. Let's not do that. He says, and what was the referee thinking with not giving us a penalty at the end of the first half? Araujo got put in a chokehold in the box by Tchouameni. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like the ref was doing a bit of a madness within this game. I felt like there were a couple of decisions where I was thinking, yo, for both teams actually, where he just kind of let it go. And I don't know. And it's almost a little bit of a surprise that this game didn't go like, and there wasn't any like, somebody being sent out or anything like that. But either way, he was doing a little bit too much, if I'm going to be very honest about that, for sure, in my opinion. He was. So right now, when we look at the league of the table so far, after this particular game, okay, because La Liga is looking, I ain't gonna hold you. I might need to check out more La Liga games because La Liga is looking a bit tasty this season. So right now, we have Real Madrid now moving at the top of the table with 28 points. Girona also with 28 points, second in the league, and then Barcelona third in the league with 24 points. So they are 4 points behind Real Madrid and Girona. Imagine that. If Real Madrid didn't win, or they would have, Girona would have then still been at the top of the league. Girona as well has been wonderful. I mean, I haven't seen any games, but highlights and of course hearing how they've definitely been taking La Liga by storm. Maybe potentially they can get top four. I don't know. But either way, it is kind of looking quite interesting. Compared to other leagues, if we're going to be very honest. But yeah. Yes, Carlos says, oh my God, Daily Blind. Wait, Daily Blind. Oh my God, that's true. He plays for Girona, Daily Blind. Girona cooking with Daily Blind. How? Asked Koala. 41 pace on XG24. What? I mean, let's not disrespect Daily Blind. Daily Blind still got it. I can go hold you. I mean, he impressed me during the World Cup for Netherlands. He was looking kind of good there. So my guy still got it. Okay? My guy still got it. Legit. What we're not going to do is disrespect my guy, Daily Blind. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this league is looking quite cracking. I want to just know, what are the next games here for Real Madrid? This basically is the first loss, by the way, in La Liga for Barcelona. So they've had obviously several wins, but they've also had a couple of draws. And I believe this potentially might be two losses for Real Madrid, or one. I think it could be. But yeah, let me double check here. I kind of want to just see what are the next games here for, let's just say, Real Madrid. And by the way, to those of you, like for me, I wanted Real Madrid to win. I've never been a Barcelona fan. If you couldn't tell, definitely not been. So I was like, Real Madrid, I'm happy for y'all. You do it. I actually do have a Real Madrid away kit, the purple one from the 16-17 season. I love that kit. Love it. Bellingham braced to win it. Yes, Roger. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well, mate. Carl says respect to Blim, but how is he doing? How is he doing it? Benjamin Blim buttons. Benjamin Blim settings. Yes, yes, yes. I hear you. I hear you. I get what you're saying. Okay, so for Real Madrid, next game, I believe, is Rayo Vallecano is the next one in the La Liga. For Barcelona, it will be, who y'all facing Barcelona? Who y'all facing? Real Sociedad on Saturday. Away, actually. Ooh, Real Sociedad, can you do something for me? That'd be great. That'd be great. But now I ain't gonna hold you, Dave. Yo, this was a very interesting and good El Clasico. I want to double check what is the next El Clasico. El Clasico. What is the next one? Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Next one. Oh, that's gonna be. I mean, it's not fully confirmed, but potentially it will be April 21st next year. So I'll see many months till then, but that'll be at the Real Madrid's ground. And yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Real Madrid, big up to y'all. It's the football heritage, Remember when they won the Champions League 2 seasons ago? What was last season? It was last season, right? Either way, when they won it, they ended up with, they weren't necessarily the best team, and often started off very, scrappy in a lot of those games, but they were able to turn it around. So I don't know. It looks really good. And with Bellingham, that signing has been such a wonderful signing for Madrid. And it's not like it's too big of shoes for him to fill. No, he has stepped into it. And once again, it just looks like he belongs. It looks like this is just an easy field for him. And of course, there's been, smaller teams that he'd be playing against, and you think, yeah, but it's a smaller teams. But he showed up for the big teams. Yes, for the majority, you were very anonymous. But at the end, you were able to nick in those 2 goals, and you showed up. Of course, with the help of other players as well. But when you were needed, you showed up. And that's what you need when it comes to like big game type players. You want them to show up. You don't want them to hide from the big occasions. You want them to take those big occasions by full force and fully get at it and fully go in and really showcase that you're supposed to be here. And that's exactly what he did. And yeah, I cannot wait for the next El Clasico. I'll definitely watch more, little bit here and there, some La Liga games. But yeah, I think that's gonna be that with this match reaction. Not the longest, but just a little something. And if you're watching this on a replay, do of course let me know your thoughts as well from the game, your thoughts with Bellingham, your thoughts with other players in general. Imagine though, before we go, imagine if they also get like next season potentially get a Mbappe into this team as well. It's done. It's done out here for the rest of us. Just give him the Champions League. It's done. Bye-bye. Call it a day. It's done out here. Literally. It's not even a joke. But yeah, either way, guys, I will be back in about 2 hours from now to, of course, preview another type of big game, which is going to be the Madrid Derby. I have a special guest, Hamza Talks Football, to join me as the guest, and we will be talking about tomorrow's game. Hopefully we can do something, because seriously, That'd be great. Plus a Spanish Farmers League with Mbappe at Madrid. It will be more than you can believe. But yeah, before you go, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up, and as well also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are still on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen. The goal was kind of to make that happen before the, this month ended, but hey, you never know, you never know. Either way, see you guys later. Have a great time. Peace out. Sophie out. Bye bye.